chills. My drilling code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history, I'm this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, it's to get rich or dead. Try, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Like 20. Check, hold on. Check.
Hey, watch the slant. 49, check 49.
Blue draw Corpus.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now gone. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
We taking wins home.
A shotgun snap for gone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Pettis. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shoot.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. There's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Goff now looking to throw. That'll be caught by Kupp. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Goff now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Look, 54. You want this?
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Go, 12, go.
Gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
Out of the gun, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is a counter play. Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here we go. 180.
54 Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 54 Mike.
Hey, alert.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
We go tonight. 120. There's the goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Break.
180.
54 Mike. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Hot. 180.
56. Drop deep, drop deep.
Check. Super 1.
From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
To try again after the sack, Garoppolo. He'll get this to Eckler. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Like 20.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. Goff. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
It's a gain of 11. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10.
20.
Check. Walk 54.
Hey, kill.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Tonight, 180. Maverick.
Pick it up, Pete.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
56. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We're good. Like 20.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down, 49.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Hill on the return. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, LA! Officially 91 yards on the punt return. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a bit...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle there by John Johnson.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going
21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Going for, this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180!
Right there, 56.
Now you won!
Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 9, check 9. Play it.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got you. I got you.
Now it's gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. They run the toss with Henderson. Oh, nice move. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again they run with Gurley. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 19-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
61, matchbox lights.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Marr able to put this one through. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And Gurley on 1st down, no chance that time. He swallowed up for a loss of about 3. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
That one complete to Hill. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They've got his man complete. 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about it.
Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconception.